Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are looking at the last couple of bits, really. There's a whole bunch of marketing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but we're just going to look at a couple of things here. This is going to be the launch trailer as well as the PC trailer. And after we check out this trailer, I'll also talk a little bit. I did actually play during the open beta that happened whenever that was, like a month ago now, and I got some thoughts that I can share as we get into closer to the actual proper release of this game. At this point, you can actually pre-order the game and play through the campaign, but the multiplayer is not available, and we got a couple of things that that they haven't talked enough about that I'm really curious of. So let's go ahead and just check out the latest couple of trailers for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then we'll chat about it a little bit.
Are we at war?
We don't know his name. Money, weapons, intel. He's planning something.
Sergeant McDowish, welcome to the City of Souls.
Man,
There are
Call of
few
Duty's
here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption
character models both look like really good, but also still uncanny valley. It's like it's a real person that is pretending to not be a real person rather than the other way around.
We're not 1-4-1 and lost for Keros. We're a team.
I want to know how many they have and where they intend to use them.
Y'all got a clear picture?
All set.
These things take planning and preparation.
These things take violence and timing. I can do both. Go, Johnny! Get out of there!
You're the commander of a foreign terror organization.
I can say the same to you.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign.
All right. Fucking respect to that dude. Respect to that guy that just looked at the American, was like, yeah, right back at you, bub. Nice. Awesome. All right. Anyway, this is the PC trailer. Oh, man. That was good. "4K graphics and ultra-wide support."
Start moving! Targets in the water! No one fights alone.
Looks like a Michael Bay movie as a video game.
Go!
All right. Protected by Ricochet anti-cheat. Protected by virus software. It does work pretty well most of the time. People always figure out a way around it, though. Ricochet is pretty decent, though. All right, hang on. Okay.
Pre-purchase Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign up to a week early.
1 week based on estimated access. Actual play time subject to possible outages and applicable time zone differences. Okay, so that's just a couple of the trailers they've put out. Obviously, it's Call of Duty, okay? Call of Duty is like one of the largest. It's not the largest. That's fucking Pokemon, right? But it's one of the largest gaming franchises in the world. Call of Duty, no matter what, even the bad ones, always sell a shitload of copies and make a ton of money. So one of the things, though, and I realize that it is not part of the release, right? We still haven't gotten anything about the DMZ mode in this game. So one of my favorite shooters of all time is Escape from Tarkov. Love that game. Like, I love Escape from Tarkov immensely. Hello, Dimden. Good timing. But one of the things, and there's been nobody that's actually tried properly to emulate Escape from Tarkov, despite the game being wildly successful. We thought that's what that DICE and EA were doing with Battlefield 2042 with the Hazard Zone game mode. It is not Escape from Tarkov. It is Hunt Showdown. It is an extraction-based game mode, but it is not Escape from Tarkov. And we've seen things like almost get close to it with like the Cycle Frontier. The closest one now that is you can actively play is Marauders, but it's still so early. Hyper early, right? But one of the things that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is having is a mode called DMZ. And it's not going to be launched until November. It's going to come out as part of the free-to-play version of the game alongside Warzone 2.0. But I'm still upset that we have absolutely zero information about it, because the little bit of leaks we've gotten here and there have said that it is inspired by Escape from Tarkov. Can I please see some of that? It actually does genuinely affect my purchase of this game. I understand that DMZ will be free, but it still affects how I feel about this. Okay? Because, like, I will say, I played the open beta. I played a good hunk of the open beta, actually. One of my very close friends got really into it, and he was like, do you want to play some Call of Duty? And I was like, sure. You're not normally one of the people that I'm like, oh, yeah, you want the Call of Duties. But he played it, and he liked it a lot, and I was like, all right, cool. And I got to say, while that open beta was not perfect, it was the most fun that I had had with Call of Duty in 10 years, probably since Black Ops 2. It is probably the most fun that I have had with Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, with the singular exception of Black Ops 3 zombie mode, because I really enjoyed all of the Eldritch Cthulhu shit that was in the base zombies of Black Ops 3. But otherwise, in terms of like just general Call of Duty gameplay, I have not genuinely enjoyed Call of Duty as much in the beta as since Black Ops 2. So, but it wasn't perfect, and I will say, like, we just watched this PC trailer. My specs are a RTX 3070 Ti, a Ryzen 5900X, and 32 gigabytes of high-speed RAM. This game ran like garbage. Like, so bad. It ran poorly. Now, mind you, it was a beta. A lot of optimism in video game development happens right at the end of development. Once the game is largely like, this is the feature base that we're launching with, that's when they start optimizing stuff. So I can really hope that in the month since the beta, which I bet the beta build was not a build from August. I bet it was a build from June, maybe ish, you know, because the beta, when you play a beta build, it is definitely not the build that the devs are currently working on. It is an earlier slice snapshot that they've found to like, that they've rigged to make relatively stable. So I can hope that in the 3-ish months since whenever that beta build was finalized to now, that they've done a lot of optimization, because on my beefcake fucking rig, the PC version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 did not run very well. Now, I was trying to play in 4K because I have this 4K monitor, but no matter the settings, I could not get it to run at a reliable 4K 60. And that involves using like DLSS and super resolution and stuff like that. Couldn't get it to run smoothly. I hope that that has now changed, because I would like it to run smoothly, obviously, and I have a computer that is powerful enough that it should be able to do so, trying to target those numbers. All I have to say is the campaign was way better than what was expected. They have set hopes high and they did not disappoint. Okay, I've heard very good things about the campaign in this, and that it's around 5 to 8 hours, depending on how long you spend with it, as well as what difficulty you play on, but I've heard that's a very good campaign. I'm glad also that we're just getting campaigns again. I don't remember how many Call of Duty games, but we did at least have one that launched without a campaign, and that felt wrong. So on my laptop, 16 gigabytes of RAM and 3050, I ran the campaign on high graphics at 144 frames steady. I was trying to do 4K, so I don't know. Like, that's a pretty big difference. I don't know if you're on a 4K laptop. Probably a 3050 is not doing 4K at 144 frames. I'm not doing 4K at 144 frames. But so 4K support in COD, no bueno. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame though, because like, unfortunately, my main monitor is a 4K monitor. So like, not doing 4K on this monitor, it's not necessarily that I'm like, I'm doing a disservice to my equipment. It's that doing not 4K on the monitor makes games look worse than if I was playing them at that same resolution on a screen that is that correct resolution. So like, the idea would be if it's a 1080 game, you just, you know, create a square of all the pixels and make it bigger. But that looks so much worse on a 4K screen than just playing it on the 1080 screen that I have over here. But looking over here to play the game, not very comfortable than just looking at the screen right in front of me. This is also the biggest monitor I have and stuff. So it's a minor complaint. I hope that it's fixed. So that said, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I did enjoy the beta a lot. I will be happy. Really, the thing that felt the worst was that at least when I was playing the beta, I know they opened more right before the beta closed. There was so few multiplayer maps to play on. And it just felt really limited because it really felt like you were cycling like 3 maps, and that did not feel very good. I know that they opened a few more right before the beta closed, and I know they have more at launch, so that's something that I'm hopeful for in the very least, is that will help the beta feel better. The beta also had a pretty... Because it was such a short amount of time, you didn't have a ton of time to unlock a lot of the guns unless you were playing an immense amount. And that also kind of hurt the beta experience because it was like, I'm going to use the M4 for like 4 hours so that I could unlock other guns to play with. But the beta is only 3 days, and I don't have 40 hours to play it to be able to actually like properly play around with the other guns. Obviously, on proper release, more time, more opportunities and stuff to play with more guns, more unlocks and stuff. Some of the guns had 0 attachments available in the beta, and that made them not feel like very good options because there wasn't ways to improve upon them. So, you know, this, that, and the other. Hopefully, when we get to the point of the actual release, some of the minor nitpicks and one major nitpick that I had will be resolved in terms of better performance, and then more maps and just more content really for the multiplayer side of things. Even with Vaulted to unlock all the beta guns, we only got a small part of the guns and builds. Right. Yeah, 100%. I would love to... I'm excited to see the full armory that will be available. That said, the thing that I am still most interested in with this game that we have received 0 actual official information for beyond that it exists is the DMZ mode. That's what I need to know about. I need that trailer. I need that gameplay overview. I need that information. And I think they're holding off on it until after the game's release because I think they're focusing on marketing the game because, like I said, DMZ will be free. It'll be free just like Warzone, and Warzone 2.0 will be free, or are free in the case of base Warzone right now. And I don't think they're going to do an advertising push for those modes until after they've tried to get a lot of their initial sales from the base version of the game, because I think what it is, they don't want people to necessarily know right away that Warzone 2.0 and DMZ are free, because that will attract a lot of people to potentially not buy the actual base copy of the game, and they want to get their sales. So, like, I understand, but I hate it, okay? P.S. I like the nails. Thanks. So, yeah, that's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It is definitely the Call of Duty that I have been most interested in since maybe Black Ops 3. Like, I was excited for Black Ops 3 because I really liked Black Ops 2 a lot, but Black Ops 3's multiplayer just was not nearly as good as 2's. I enjoyed the zombies, and then from that point forward, like, it was like, what did we have after Black Ops 3? Was it like Infinite Warfare, and then like Black Ops 4 and World War 2, and just bad Call of Duties, like, just at least from my perspective. If you enjoyed them, by all means, I'm glad you had a good time, but I did not enjoy most of them, and to the point that I just was like, stopped paying attention to Call of Duty, right? I just like, I'll find something else to play, and I did, right? I've found plenty of other games. There's so many other games to take up my time. So anyway, that's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you participated in the beta, Let me know what your experience was. If you had a good time, if you had performance issues the way that I did, I would love to hear from you. If you didn't participate in the beta, if you're a longtime Call of Duty fan, if you're new to the franchise, where are you sitting? Let me know. Comments down below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can watch together live on stream. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.